After I beat Jermaine Ortiz, I'm gonna go to 147 and I'm gonna become a 147 champion. Okay. And then I'm gonna defend it against somebody at 147.
Devin Haney? Devin Haney's at 147, right? And he got a belt.
Now he is, yeah.
And you say you want 147? I mean, what we doing? What we talking about?
So I seen Keyshawn Davis. He did an interview with Andre Ward. I'll try to speak on it. And he basically said that, you know, he was calling out Devin Haney when he was fighting 6-8 rounders. And knowing he wasn't ready for Devin Haney. He's talked about after he fight Jermaine Ortiz going up to welterweight, which may indicate that Shakur Stevenson maybe stay in that 140. You don't really see a lot of fighters, you know, try to move back down a lot of the times unless they lose. And even when they lose these days, they don't because they take so much time off. Shakur has been fairly active. But basically, Devin Haney say, hey, man, you know, we can line it up. We can fight. And, you know, if you want to come up here, you can get smashed. And, you know, Devin Haney is looking for the biggest and the best fights. We got to look at the Keyshawn versus Jermaine Ortiz fight. I'm not sure he's 100% ready like spaghetti. But, you know, for the most part, I mean, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight. Keyshawn's a big 35-pounder. Devin was a big 35-pounder. He's probably going to be a big 140 and probably be a good 147 pounds. We need this Duran and his Virgil Ortiz fight. We need Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? We need Abdullah Mason taking on Floyd Schofield. I mean, we got to turn the page. Young fighters fighting. It's not the end. You can have a trilogy. You can have a rematch. You can quadruple it. You can quintuple it and make your money. I mean, Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson fought a bunch of times. You know, Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fought 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I think Roberto Duran and Leonard fought 2 times. Maybe one more time later, and I could be wrong. I mean, that's what it's about. That's how rivalries are established. Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali fought 3 times. Maybe if Muhammad Ali didn't have a situation with the war, they might have fought even more. And yeah, you have situations where Ali beat Sonny Liston. He fought him twice. You know, and there was some controversy around that first fight and the second fight. You know, but then again, you had the one-off with George Foreman. But boxing is built on that. Holyfield and Tyson fought twice. Bo and Holyfield, they fought 2 times, I believe. Maybe 3, I can't remember. No, one of them was a parachute man. This is what the sport is about, rivalries. You can't have a rivalry fighting once. Trinidad and De La Hoya should have fought 2-3 times. I think Mosey and De La Hoya, did they fight twice? I can't remember. I want to say they fought twice or something like that, but this is what rivalries are about. Trinidad and De La Hoya should have probably fought 3 times. You know, this is how rivalries are established. You don't fight 2-3 times and y'all in y'all 30s. So yeah, fight now while y'all young. Most losses is what you make of it. You know, if you can shake it off and get over it and move on, so be it. But if you take a loss and you crying and you feel like it's the end of the world and my career won't be the same and you take time off, you know, and Sugar Ray Leonard did that with Roberto Duran. When he lost, he retired. But it kept fucking with him. He was such a competitor. He on vacation and he just said, hey, I need to get that back. His manhood. You know what I'm saying? His manhood. And that's what it boiled down to. A lot of these dudes having manhood, having balls, having dignity, protecting their reputation. Protect that reputation, protect your manhood like you protect that O. You'll be all right. You're going to take losses. You're going to take them on the chin. You know, you're going to take them below the belt. You're going to take them on top of the head. You're going to take them. You're going to take losses everywhere. But this is what the sport needs to move in the right direction. Get in there. These youngest need to get in there. They need to get in there. You know what I'm saying? More than anything, you look at the 160-pound division, that should be a tournament division. You know what I'm saying? You look at 168, it's a bunch of unknown guys there. Lester, Mbili, this new IBF guy that Munguia didn't want to fight, or Canelo also didn't want to fight. Hey, why don't you mix it up? Take the 4 belts, scramble them, throw them in the tournament. Everybody get paid. You know, you have to create interest. You have to create stars. Make it a reality TV. Make it a contender series or like the UFC series. You know what I'm saying? Make it a series, man. They got to find innovative ways to bring it back. But if they're going to bring it back organically, it's going to be, you know, a new way, you know, taking on a shoo, taking on the big tall kid. It's going to be, you know, Oshaki Foster and Shakur Stevenson and Raymond Ford mixing it up. It's going to be Mason and Schofield and Cruz and Raimondo Moratella mixing it up. It's going to be Frank Martin getting in the mix with, you know, Sabril Matias, with, you know, Shakur Stevenson, Gary Anton Rutschel, Richardson Hitchens. You know, y'all have to start fighting each other if y'all gonna save the sport. Turkey should be an assistant for big fights, but y'all have to create more of an American demand. Get in there and fight each other. The welterweight division, why not Keyshawn and Devin? Throw Rolly in there. Why not throw Brian Norman? Let's not forget, just because he lost don't mean it's over. Throw all them guys in there and get in the mix. 154. Mix it up. Y'all got top guys. Mix it up. So Devin and Keyshawn, it'd be a great fight. It'd be a great fight. Keyshawn's a big kid. Devin's a big kid. They both talented. And Devin seems to be supremely confident. His confidence, I don't think it ever wavered. I think the Jose Ramirez fight was not the fumble to bad. I feel like, and I ain't never heard nobody say this, had Ryan and Rolly fought and Devin and Ramirez fought and it was the main event, I think Devin would have fought a totally different fight after he seen Ryan would have lost. I think they were securing the bag. You know, and that's my opinion. But this is what the fight game need, bro. Benavidez, Bivol, better BF. You know, if y'all want to say the fight game, ain't no more dragging the feet. The game needs this. This is what the game been missing. Two shit talkers, two guys that can be put on the pedestal, two guys that's gonna sell the fight. And Keyshawn saying, after I do done with Jermaine Ortiz, you gonna see and make the money. You ain't gotta worry about paying too many sanction fees. He got the WBO. You wanna fight for the WBO? Fight for the glory. Fight for the glory of it. You know, fight for the glory of it. So we'll see what he look like. And Jermaine Ortiz is a great fight to prepare for Devin Haney. Neither one of them is offensively overpowering. They defensively, they movers, they athletic. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. You know, and you just see a lack of offensive creativity from Jermaine Ortiz and Devin Haney. You know, you see a lack of offensive creativity from a number of fighters. It's like everybody is throwing the same punches and trying to get back in defensive position. Don't nobody think about, you know, off offense to defend. Pacquiao was offense to defend. Ain't nobody just thinking about going from offense to defense, defense back to offense, offense. Everybody is, I'm going to throw some offense, get back on defense. It's crazy. And that's why when you get into a lot of these elite fights that you want to see, even if they prime, you get into these elite fights. One thing that you truly notice is that, you know, a lot of these guys, they don't take chances. They don't throw punches. They don't throw punches. They don't take chances. You know, they're very judicious with their punches. So nobody is really trying to, even when, they down and it's time to strap your nuts on and try to close the show, they're just trying not to get knocked out. They ain't trying to get the knockout no more. They're not trying to get the knockout no more. That's a fact. They are not trying to get the knockout no more. You know, a lot of these people are offensively deficient. And it's sad. It's sad, but for the most part, it is what it is. I would love to see it. Hopefully, Turkey got the bag to make it happen. Devin want to see it happen. I'm pretty sure if you making 12 a fight for 3 fights, 36, second fight of the deal, Turkey want big fight. So we'll see what happens. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Like I said, share the video. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon. Everything inside the link tree. Join the Patreon. Updating it very, very soon. I just got to release the videos. They're already done, most of them. So appreciate y'all. Check out the Boxing Loose playlist. One time for the one time. Goodfella TV. Peace.